Following reports of the food store break-in blamed on roaches, a squad of soldiers, including Koinang, is dispatched to a rural village. En route, a fellow soldier makes a racist comment to Koinange about his first roach hunt. At a refugee camp, the soldiers question villagers, with Hyman promising a woman mercy before the refugees are rounded up. The commander orders the squad to move out, despite Hyman's concerns about refugees described as Pa and Heidegger. Inside the transport vehicle, Medina adds a villager with mental health issues and interesting views on roaches to the mass system. The soldiers survey a rural home with a drone, noting chimney smoke. The squad prepares to engage the house, with Medina directing the team to storm it. Koinange and Medina encounter a villager in the home, while Hyman clears the downstairs. Soldiers find a cross, and Medina voices concern about the long-term implications of the roach problem. Hyman triggers an explosive in a closet. Later, Medina and Hyman debate the humanity of the roaches, leading Hyman to shoot 3 villagers. A struggle ensues, resulting in Medina and Hyman killing the villagers. Distraught, Medina relives the killings. Medina then finds a villager in another house and argues with him, leading her to suggest torching the place. Haunted by a vision of a curly-haired woman, soldier Koinange releases a captured hawk, perhaps a symbolic gesture, before participating in another mission. The mission involves burning down a house, an act the other soldiers celebrate, though Koinange appears troubled and stares at the burning structure with a complex expression. Back at base, Koinange's visions intensify, alternating between images of the woman in lingerie and his own troubled sleep. During target practice, tension rises between the soldiers, particularly between Hyman and a red-haired soldier, showcasing a ruthless attitude towards their mission. Later, the soldiers endure strenuous physical training, with Hyman struggling and the female instructor emphasizing being strong and pure. Koinange undergoes medical and psychological evaluations due to headaches and concerns about his reaction to killing. He recounts killing roaches without feeling remorse, worrying him and prompting the medic to send him to Oked. Oked probes Koinange about the killings, seemingly assessing his psychological state, and ultimately dismisses him, seemingly unconcerned by Koinange's lack of feeling. After further consultation, someone suggests real good sleep for Koinange as the vision of the woman intensifies. He experiences a disturbing dream involving the woman and wakes up distressed. On patrol, the soldiers discuss their mission, highlighting their dehumanizing view of the enemy and their willingness to destroy civilian infrastructure, as a female soldier suggests burning down an area because civilians are supposedly stealing power. In a dilapidated housing project, Koinange and Medina search for roaches, but Koinange is surprised to find clean grass and a distinct lack of expected smells. Medina radios in signs of activity near a recently cleaned solar panel, but is suddenly shot and killed. Hyman, now a sergeant, orders Koinange to take cover and uses a tablet to identify a civilian with a rifle in a broken window. Hyman and Koinange advance on the building, and Koinange enters a room where he finds a woman armed with a baseball bat. Despite Koinange's attempts to de-escalate the situation, Hyman shoots and kills the woman from the hallway, horrifying Koinange. Hyman dismisses Koinange's horror, revealing he has killed all the inhabitants of the building. Later, Koinange, injured and covered in blood, is in a jeep with Hyman and 2 civilians, a woman and a child. The young woman cares for Koinange in a darkened hut, but her unsettling comments about a sickness and different eyes, combined with Hyman's cryptic reference to roaches and implants, unnerve Koinange. The woman grabs Hyman's rifle, suspecting the implants are causing the problems. Ultimately, Koinange, struggling to maintain control, finds himself in a bare interrogation room after escaping with Hyman and the civilians. However, this fabricated reality shatters when a female soldier storms in, pointing a weapon at Koinange and demanding he give her a reason not to kill him. Koinange, captured and interrogated after his escape, finds himself in a stark white room, facing accusations of complicity in the farmhouse killings that are now public news. Meanwhile, the officer, who also interrogates Strive about the device found in the farmhouse, discusses the rotas and the military's handling of war, further highlighting the themes of control and manipulation. He reveals an implant, similar to Koinange's, suggesting the rotas are more advanced than perceived. He then tries to justify the implants, citing human nature and historical military hesitancy to kill, Contrasting this with the mass and its effects, the interrogator tries to convince Koinange that the implant protects him from the horrors of war and is designed to suppress negative human traits, showcasing the twisted logic behind its implementation. Enraged, Koinange denies the interview and violently attacks the interrogator when confronted with a video of himself seemingly agreeing to the mass implant activation. After being subdued, Koinange experiences a complete memory wipe, indicated by his eyes turning white. The interrogator offers him a choice: incarceration or removal of his mass implant. Koinange, resisting the implanted control, experiences vivid, disturbing flashbacks of the Hurtica's ranch massacre, further fueling his anguish and rejection of the mass. The interrogator offers Koinange an escape from the horrific memories if he simply says the word. He is then shown driving to a rural home and greeted by a woman as if living a normal life.